Welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport.
Hello and welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport, where today we will be looking at all the action from last weekend's Bathurst 12-hour race. And to get us started, we have the kangaroo invasion that led the field, causing a delay to the race, but considering all that has gone on in Australia over the past few months, it's nice to see a little bit of light-hearted action to entertain the crowd in attendance, make them forget all their troubles. And Joey here is leading the field round of a difficult Bathurst circuit where we saw lots of crashes in action. Starting with the classics, this is no way to treat an old Porsche 911. Straight off into the gravel, hiding behind a building, manages to get away with it really, hopefully not too damage done to that classic car. As we know of classic cars, their brakes get a little bit worn, old technology. And as you can see here, 1, 2 running wide, but then one person always takes it too far, onto the grass and through the gravel. Another classic car getting stuck. As we move on to the main event, well, the practice session anyway, here's the 777 Mercedes being rudely shown the door by the Ferrari. It would not be a good weekend for the 777 Mercedes, as we'll see later. Same corner, here's the Bentley. Strange incident this one. Hits the brake, shoots off before the corner. Can't stop it, screeching off. Backwards into the tyre barrier and quite a lot of damage done. A lot of work before the race. And here we have another Ferrari. Running wide. This was a corner that caused a lot of trouble for a lot of people this weekend. Unfortunately, the cameraman was asleep. A lot of action from that corner on the way. As seen by the next car to go off at that corner, the 62 Aston Martin. Same problem, just runs wide, across the gravel. This time the cameraman managed to catch it and he gets away with it. Unlike Dean Canto in the 29 Lamborghini, who somehow managed to get his car stuck on the tyre wall. He gets out okay, but this was an interesting incident that brought out the red flags. And it's the same problem. Just running ride at the same corner, gets out of shape. This time he goes all the way round and heads backwards towards the barrier, somehow managing to hop on top of it, getting some good air in the Lamborghini that was definitely not designed to do that. And here we have a rogue McLaren just running wide. He manages to get away with it. Unlike the number 2 Audi of Frederik Vervisch. And it's this corner again. Spinning it around through the gravel. Hitting the tyre barrier. And this would be the start of a troublesome weekend for Audi. Here's the inside. You can see how fast the Bathurst circuit is. These corners are not for the faint-hearted. And Frederik Vervisch just could not keep hold of it. Straight round. Damage done. Now we move on to one of the bigger crashes from practice and qualifying. Here is the 777 Mercedes again, hit by the Lamborghini into the wall, back across the track, and taking out the number 6 Lamborghini of Cameron McConville. Bringing up the dust again, and you can see the crowd running to look at the action whilst others waving to try and warn other drivers to slow down. We see it from this other angle. If you look at the top right corner, you can just see the bits and pieces from the Lamborghini flying up into the air as he hits the barrier, again getting air and coming down. And just look at the water spraying out of it. And the wheels following him down the mountain. That is a very expensive damaged piece of kit. The other good thing about this, we see Dirk Muller pulling up his Mercedes to help Sam Shahin get out of the car and detach his water bottle. And now onto the biggest crash probably of the weekend. Massive speed, massive crash for Marvin Kirchhofer. And you can see it from this angle, he's skating along on the boot of his car before rolling over, completely wrecking the outer shell of the Aston Martin. And it's just a small touch of the wall, puts the car off balance, and round he goes, backwards into the wall. Massive damage done to the car. It's obscured by the dust, but it is rolling, it's skating on its back. Luckily, Marvin Kirchhofer was okay, and again, more good sportsmanship. That's Renger van der Zand helping him out, pulling the car door away, in the wrong direction, I'll add. But that ended practice. As we move on to the race, here's a Honda losing control, running wide. A nice small one to get us started. But things were not going well for the GJ Motorsport Ford Mustang, which caught fire in the pits. Warren Luff was in the car, but he was okay. But that would not be going much further. Pit crews on hand to put the fire out. And there's the Aston Martin of Combe Lediger. He's hit the wall, and that'll be the end of their race. See, just coming down the mountain, losing it on the way out over the grass. Another big impact that causes him to lose a wheel. Other cars lucky not to get caught up in that one. See it from another angle, straight into the wall. That is a heavy impact. And one very second-hand Aston Martin. Now here's a cheeky one. Here's Whincup, multiple supercars champion, spinning the Mark Chinney number 9 Audi. He managed to get past, I suppose. Wasn't very friendly. And here's Jules Westwood in the Lamborghini. There he is. Banging it down the wall. Bringing it to a stop. And here's experienced racer Oliver Jarvis spinning down the hill in a Bentley. Very lucky not to hit the wall. That car has a puncture. Lucky to get away with that one. And our final crash, here is Garth Tander, a very experienced Bathurst racer, just losing it, cutting across the front of his teammate sideways into the tyre barrier. Again at our favourite corner, and again lots of dust, and we look from the inside. As before, the speed going through this section is just unimaginable. His teammate runs wide, he loses it in front of him, and that is one heavy impact. Luckily Garth Tander's okay, as everyone was this weekend. Good sign of the safety standards in modern motorsport, but it's still dangerous and still awesome. And Garth Tander would not be continuing in the Bathurst 12 hours. He looks pretty disappointed with himself. That is a broken car. But 2020's Bathurst ended with Bentley taking the win. A great win for Bentley and M Motorsport. And thank you for watching. This was another crash compilation. There's a playlist of them now, so remember to check that out. Like, comment and subscribe for more. And I'll probably talk to you shortly. Have a good one.